you mentioned work-life balance. That feels to me like one of those, it's not a buzzword, it's a buzz phrase.
Yeah.
But that's one of those that, I think people really have a tough time grasping and understanding exactly what that means because lots of older folks, the translation is, I don't want to work that hard. Whereas that may not actually be what they mean, but, we're sitting here like, in order for this business to succeed, we've got to do X, Y, Z and meet these goals and all that. And then, what does work-life balance mean? It means, to me,
it just means I'll do what I want to do.
I want to work less, right? It's like, okay, I'll work when I can, but, in just older generations, it's like, I'm going to work till the job's done.
So I think the big thing with work-life balance, especially, it can be different from person to person. So that is a very big key. Some people do think of it and kind of just use it as a buzz to say, well, I want to go do what I want to do when I want to. And I think you have to watch out for that. But what I've noticed is work-life balance in terms of employees. For example, I know employees who, for their version of that is, my kids get out of school at 4:00. Technically I need to work till 5, but I can go and for the last hour after 5 o'clock, work another hour and get that done. And sometimes I'll have supervisors that are like, okay, that's fine. As long as the work is done, that's fine. You're letting me know and communicating. That's more of what that work-life balance is, where it's not that the employee needs every day to be able to be off half the day, or they need, every day of the second week of the month off or anything like that. It's just more so that flexibility. So I think that might be a better vantage point, is just, for example, sometimes people have doctor's appointments they have to go to. Maybe they have a chronic condition that they have to deal with. Their idea of that balance is, I still want to give all the hours I'm supposed to give to my company, but I do have to balance out going to these appointments, or maybe I have a sick mother I take care of or something like that. And I think that that's where understanding where the employee is, because just from an employer standpoint, say that person is an amazing employee, gets the work done, is perfect, but they do need that flexibility. Granting them that and being able to do that while still getting the productivity you need doesn't hurt the company, but it builds that employee's loyalty to the company and wanting to do more work. I think that one thing I've noticed is a lot of apathy can come from employees who feel like their companies don't have any kind of understanding for them. Now, again, I do not in any way mean that employers should bend over backwards and give all their employees exactly what they want, all the money, all the time off. But I do think it's, just to be very cognizant that each employee is going to be different and they might have different needs. And so that's just something to keep in mind with that work-life balance. Everybody's is different.